Welcome to JHS Weekly. I'm Jordan Souter.
And I'm Amy Amadon. Joplin alumni can be found all over the world.
JHS reporter Joseph Dale spoke with two JHD alumni who are now working together on the KOAM morning show.
Over the years, B1 has seen many students come and go. Many students go to their respective fields, but some graduates decide to stay in the industry. Samantha Walker graduated in 2020, and now alongside with Chris Warner, they host the KOAM morning show. And they have a bond like no other.
And he's like, hey, do you remember this thing that used to be on 7th Street? Or you remember this thing that used to be on Rangeline? I'm like, yes, I do. Or we have that shared love of media. We have that shared love of journalism, of wanting to do this job well. We know that we have that shared training and desire to do this job. And having a team member that, even though we're 15 years apart from our journey here at Joplin High School, that we're able to continue to grow it together here.
Chris Warner graduated in 2005 and is now the morning show weather anchor on KOAM. Though him and Samantha went through the JETHD program, they got vastly different experiences. Chris went through the program in the old high school before the tornado.
7th hour edition of Jet 14.
So it was a very scaled back environment. The shooting, editing, writing thing, that's one thing. You know, we're going out with a camera, doing a story, putting it together in a computer. But when it came to the broadcasting side, there was still a lot of growth. We did produce some shows. But we didn't have these resources. We did not have a full-on desk.
And in 6 years, Samantha says it's interesting how not too much has changed in the mindset of the students.
It's been interesting because it's been cool to see that it really hasn't changed too much from when I was in it. Because I'm like, oh, 2020 wasn't that long ago. And I'm like, oh my goodness, that was 6 years ago. The cool thing about this program is that it just continues to grow and just continues to adapt the principles of journalism and the principles of broadcasting.
And now JETHD has made itself a staple in Joplin High School and Franklin Tech and plans on continuing to grow it in future years.
We didn't have these full dedicated programs. Now all these years later, it's definitely found its footing. And I think honestly with the changes and improvements over the last 21 years, it's definitely giving the students, I think now, a much broader and much more in-depth experience for these types of programs versus what we had all those years ago.
The JETHD Hall of Fame is where many students that have went to this program end up after they went into the field. Hopefully one day I can end up on this wall alongside all these other people. Reporting for JETHD, I'm Joseph Dale.
Did you know Chris Warner and them have been in our class 20 years ago?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Joseph has been looking through the DVDs and finding all their old tapes and stuff. It's crazy to see how advanced we've been so far.
I know. I saw one DVD that they had the old-fashioned TVs, and I thought that was so cool. Everyone, they're standing in front of it.
Yeah, now we have this whole set and it's all cameras and everything.
Exactly. And another thing that's crazy is paintings, pictures, and portraits. These were all recently displayed at Joplin High School.
JHD reporter Zane Tavia paints himself into this next story. Let's check it out.
The Performing Arts Center in Joplin was packed with art up and down the halls. Students from kindergarten to high school were all on display during the annual art show. Art department lead Lacey Santillian says the talent on display is awesome.
We just wanted to be able to celebrate art with the kindergarten through high school students because we've had a couple shows but never anything that shows all the work from kindergarten through high school.
And this event has been going on for a decade now.
So I think that students and parents have been looking forward to it every year. Just getting a chance to see the art and celebrate the art, and we started adding music in 2 years ago, so that has been a unique aspect.
Art teacher Seth Wolfstrundle says it's nice to have so much creativity in one spot.
This is our one chance to have artwork from all Joplin schools, kindergarten through 12th grade, all in one place, and to everyone to have that excitement of seeing each other's work.
And the teachers say having students look at each other's work can help inspire.
The older kids seeing younger kids' work, the younger kids seeing what they can do someday, and there's a lot of energy, as you can tell.
This happens every single year at Joplin High School. Reporting for JETHD, I'm Zane Tavia.
Did you know at Joplin High School we have a week just celebrating reading?
JHD reporter Bailey Starkey talks about Read Across America.
It's a week at Joplin High School. Librarian Amber Cooney is always looking forward to. It's Read Across America, and she says,
very important in my personal life. It's been a big part of my education.
And her love of reading started at a young age.
You read, you can read about whatever you're interested in and learn about different topics. But I also read to kind of take a break from everyday life. So sometimes I'm reading stuff to learn, but other times I'm reading stuff to just like have a break and kind of turn my brain off, and I'll escape into some fiction world and, live there for a little bit.
Landon Mathis is also a fan of reading, and he says his latest book is a page-turner.
Gatsby, because it's interesting to me.
Okay.
Learn about places I've never been.
Zachary Hunter is also a senior, and reading has helped him to learn a lot.
To not stuttering in that.
Cooney was a librarian. She taught English, and she was very familiar with the library.
Walk up in the third floor corridor where there's windows looking down in the library, and I just kind of realized that every time I walked by, I would daydream about what I would do if I worked in the library and all the things I would like to talk to students about and activities I would like to have. And
Read Across America began in 1998 during March because of Dr. Seuss's birthday that is on March 2nd. Reporting for JHD, this is Bailey Starkey.
Joplin High School fashion design class, taught by Miss Moore, held a school-wide fashion show to showcase the types of designs they had been working on.
I had a chance to dress up the story.
Joplin High School hosted a fashion show and shop, presenting many student-owned and school-collected shops with outfits made specially by the students in the fashion and design class. Jenna Felix is a student designer who put her hard work into her projects.
I mainly started with the idea that my mom gave me, which her teacher, she works as a para, had a bunch of CDs. And so I took them and I cut them and I incorporated them into as many designs as I could while also using clear beads, and I wanted it to be all black.
Students each started with a base idea of what they wanted to design and put together for the student show.
A lot of time and you need to it takes a lot of time to really process what you want to make. So I went through multiple different designs, multiple different thoughts, and I ended up combining a bunch of different ones together. So really just so much planning, really dedicating your class time to it, because we started this in January and have had up until now.
Fashion and design teacher Tiffany Moore Crouch put months of thought into the fashion show, caring for all of her students carefully.
Really just kind of just kept snowballing and getting bigger and bigger, so I wanted to showcase what the kids do. Last year we did designs, and then the kids just kind of took them apart and took them home, and they didn't do anything with them, so I thought, well, this year let's showcase them for the parents.
Mrs. Moore Crouch wanted to get all of her students involved in the showcase, encouraging the models and designers to participate.
So the kids in the class, they were really excited about it. I think the models were a little bit more awkward. It was harder to find the models and then make the time to get them into class to get fitted. So it's been a little stressful here at the end getting it all together, but students that get involved, more parents will show up and more teachers show up and other people show up. So
numerous students, businesses, administrators, and teachers attended the fashion show to see what the students had been working on. This has been Jordan Sider reporting for JHD. Amy, did you go to the fashion show?
I didn't. I had to work, but I really wanted to see everything they designed.
Yeah, everything was so cool. One of my favorites was this bell gown that someone wore. It was amazing. I loved it so much.
I wish I could see you walk down the runway.
And now for a real showstopper.
J Street reporter Wyatt Stamper takes us to the Yellow Brick Road.
The Joplin High School play this semester is The Wizard of Oz, and these students have been working hard. And just like Dorothy, they've been far from home doing it.
So I've been doing theater since I was a little kid, back in 2017. But this show specifically, the thing that drew me to it is that it's my mom's favorite movie. So I think getting to be a part of something that is so meaningful to my mom is really special.
Macy Hale is playing Dorothy, and she says she loves theater.
It's a really good way to just get out of your comfort zone. It's a great escape place. If you're really stressed with something, you can come to theater and just have a really fun time every day after school.
James is playing the Tin Man and says he's excited because he's giving his heart to the part.
Well, I think first of all, it helps promote the arts, which always need more promoting, especially these days. And I think it's just a fun thing. I think you see a ton of people from all walks of life at this school come to these shows. And I think seeing those people appreciate the arts and coming to support it is just a very special thing.
The play turned out great this year. With so many participants, this is a real showstopper. Reporting for JHD, this is Wyatt Stamper.
Now for us to click our heels and get out of here. This has been JHS Weekly.
Thanks for watching.